What's a middle finger floating stuck up in the air to see? Fuck you and yourself and everybody, everyone but me. I think I'm all that matters, drinking tea just like the Mad Hatter. Twisted night screams make a twitchy motherfucker matter.
So, this has been a very difficult video for me to try to record. I've attempted to make it about 300 times.
This is Greg.
So I'm kind of exhausted right now. But for the longest time, people have been calling me not honest.
Greg is the worst type of liar.
They've been saying that I am a fake. They've been saying that I am a fake. They've been saying that I am leading people on to believe that I am better than I really am. And they were right.
Greg will now manipulate the narrative by agreeing with it.
This is a humiliating experience for me because I have a lot of patrons who count on me to be honest all the time. And, you know, I am honest most of the time.
Greg is honest most of the time? That is a huge lie.
You know, I'm the most honest YouTuber. You know, I'm the most honest YouTuber.
You know, I'm the most honest YouTuber.
And you guys can trust me, etc. But I am human, just like everybody else. And people have looked up to me. They've said, Onision, you know, seems like every other person in the world is dishonest, but at least I can count on you to be honest.
Nobody said that. Nobody talks like that. Nobody types like that. And Greg doesn't talk to real people.
And I know I'm going to lose a lot of patrons for this video. I'm going to lose a lot of subscribers. And I'd be surprised if I even get 10 views per video after this. But this is about my financial situation, and I need to come clean about it.
Dr. Business can't figure out why Greg looks so weird.
Finally. Keemstar was right. You know, every person who's been making videos about me, I manipulated you guys. I tricked you. And, you know, there's no real talking about this without just, you know, outright saying it.
Greg is working hard to keep his drama interesting. It is so boring to listen to him speak.
So there's a video out there of me.
Come on, Greg.
Doing some bad math. Really embarrassingly bad math.
Greg says bad math because he can't keep the age of the girls around him straight.
And people have taken that video and tried to use it against me, ignoring all other evidence. Like, all of it. I mean, all of it as far as I can imagine. Because the witnesses, the documented events, etc., the narrative of blogs that don't like me, they all match an alternative statement.
Greg manipulates the hardest when the question of, how old was Lainey when you married her, comes up.
Alternative accusation. And the accusation that's currently running rampant is beyond nonsense. And it's all because I wasn't thinking when I said something.
The translation to that is Greg screwed up one of his lies and got caught.
Let me show you this. And I just want to point out, like, there's some YouTubers will respond to stuff like this by screaming at the camera and cussing at the camera. But when an accusation is so ridiculous like this that it's actually hilarious.
You're right, Greg. It is hilarious. Knock, knock. Who's there? A guy accused of marrying a minor.
I can't help but smile and be amused by this.
You motherfucker. You wipe that fucking smile off your face.
Because people are so desperate to find something, anything on me, that they'll ignore all the factors involved and they'll just pay attention to this one mathematical error that I had in a video. Check this out. But he was being hard on me for my age gap with Lainey, and I had a 9-year age gap with Lainey.
And look at my eyes, my face. I can't be more serious than how I am right now. Those damn slanderous trolls.
And
Greg has a 9-year age gap with Lainey, but don't worry, because it was math.
He told me to come back in 10 years, like not till Lainey was 25. A lot of times we human beings do this. A lot of times we human beings do this. A lot of times we human beings do this. We won't be thinking when we're talking and we'll say, you know, a number, and then we'll kind of clarify that with something more specific.
This is textbook manipulative narcissistic behavior. Fuck, that's hard.
We won't be thinking when we're talking and we'll say, you know, a number, and then we'll kind of clarify that with something more specific.
Because when I said this, I had a lot of numbers bouncing around my head.
Because when I said this, I had a lot of numbers bouncing around my head.
Like, the individual speaking to me had a 10 or 11-year age gap with the woman that he got with, and he was using his own experience. This guy wound up getting with the babysitter, the man I was talking to at Olive Garden.
Dr. Business is going to make it really easy for Greg. Question 1. What year was Lainey born? Question 2. What year did you get married?
He had like a 10 or 11-year age gap with him, so I have those numbers bouncing around my head. I believe they are around 25 and 35 when this happened, so again, I have those numbers bouncing around my head when I was making this statement. And so I'm clearly confusing the numbers, but I don't really need to psychoanalyze what I said to prove my point. All you need to do is a bit of research. You could contact anyone in my life, and they'll tell you when Lainey came into my life.
Greg has no friends. The ones he does have are untrustworthy, so this will not be happening.
They will, assuming they're willing to talk to you. I encourage you guys to look up the first time I ever acknowledged Lainey's existence. I encourage you to look up Lainey's social media history to see when exactly Lainey started mentioning me.
Greg goes on for 16 minutes about how he made a mistake with math. The only mistake old Greg made was telling the truth.
Do you think African Americans should be compensated from the white families that kept their ancestors as slaves, and why? My mom actually brought up something interesting about the Native Americans yesterday. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I'm just saying it's interesting, so I'm going to offer this point to you. All the places that Napoleon conquered,
Dr. Business hears that Greg is using a special voice.
he compensate any of the victims? Did we offer the British free health care for whooping their ass and sending them back to their own country?
Greg does not know the difference between war and slavery.
We send Mexico any compensation for kicking their butt? Or the Germans, do we send them any compensation? Do the Germans pay the Jews for massacring them? I'm not saying anything too specific, I'm just giving you examples. We pay the Native Americans right now. As far as my personal opinion, I don't think that anyone should be compensated for the suffering of someone else. Now, if that person directly suffers, yes, I think they should be compensated. Please don't assume I'm trying to take an anti-anything stance. All I'm saying is people should be compensated for their suffering, and only their suffering.
Dr. Business is at a loss for words. Greg is just a first world idiot.
Hey guys, this is kind of awkward, but I'm an honest person, so I figure I'll come out with the truth on something that's been brewing for some time. The cult Siseska that I started, many people say I'm the leader, many people say I'm the self-proclaimed god
This is hard to watch. Be prepared.
of that religion. I have decided that I'm going to go ahead and move forward with it.
I have decided that I'm going to go ahead and move forward with it.
When I was 17 years old, I thought, what is the cause of our existence? Why are we here?
And since I don't understand the answer, the god must be me.
And all these thoughts came from somewhere, I don't know where, but they came into my mind and they surprised me. And so I wrote them down, or I typed them up, and I posted it on a website, and Siseska was born. I actually specifically asked people not to worship me, and I said that there was no leader, but I suppose if there was a leadership position in Siseska, I would be willing to take it.
That's it. Dr. Business has been made manic and is going to go smoke 2/3 of a joint. Can't do this video.
But here's the problem. People don't take me seriously.
People don't take me seriously.
And I don't know why they don't take me serious. Because I'm a very serious person. On this channel, I'm constantly serious. And I'm kind of sick of the lack in respect that I get. Because I'm a religious genius. Like when it comes to spirituality, I don't want to say a deity, but I feel like I am a supreme being. And when people watch me and they think I'm some kind of joke, it's upsetting. It's upsetting to me. And I think you guys need to learn some respect. Because I am Gregory, the cult creator of Siseska. Not some joke. Join my cult.
Greg actually really does want you to join his cult. He wants you to be one of his adopted daughters.
not forgive me for what I'm about to do. Oh! Whoops. Oh, Jesus! Oh, the offense! Not the book of John! Oh, no! Oh! Stop it! Stop hurting the Bible! Stop it! You're going to hell! That's not a knife. This is a knife! It's all cut in half and whatnot. Look at that. Oh, no, 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 no! Dear Jesus, please forgive me for what I have done. Yay, I'm forgiven!
Greg has just burned a Bible after attempting to cut it in half on YouTube.
Hi guys, I'm Onision and this is 10 things I hate about girlfriends. Cool. A lot of girlfriends never tell you what they want, but then complain when it's too late to do something about it.
You haven't gone down on me in weeks.
Did you ask me to?
No.
So, like, I can't build a time machine. Can't build a time machine.
I know that, Greg.
Well, I'm pissed now.
Then maybe you should have said something.
You should have read my mind.
God damn it, woman!
Greg does not lure these girls in because of their acting skills.
Almost all girlfriends are super insecure.
Hey, babe. Do I look good naked?
Yeah, you look great.
So, not amazing, just great.
Okay, you look amazing.
No, you said great. It's too late now. I'm sorry I'm not perfect.
Are you really about to cry again? And 3, 2, 1. Jesus Christ.
Well, my day was miserable, and I had to clean this whole house, and it's still not done.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Why are you just standing there? Help me.
Okay, it's just like I got off work just now and I was hoping to relax.
Wow, you won't even help me.
Well, I pay all the bills and I feed you. I was hoping that was enough.
Never mind. Just go relax. You earned it.
But I literally did. I worked all day.
Whatever.
Why do I try to be decent if I'm just trash either way?
I don't know. I'm a woman and nothing makes sense because I have 1,000 things going on in my head and nothing makes sense.
And after all the time you invest, in the end, it could amount to absolutely nothing.
Hey, I'm leaving you for another man. Bye.
Wait, I dumped like thousands of dollars and hours and I emotionally invested in this relationship and you're just gonna leave?
Well, at least you don't have to pay me alimony on top of all that because we're not married.
Oh yeah, cool!
Yeah, the real suckers are the married men.
Does anyone ever get Greg's humor? Is it humor?
Hello, YouTube! This is who we are!
We're the Helmet family!
And we own 7 cars! Thanks to little Johnny, we don't have jobs!
Yes, Mommy and Daddy.
Neither likes laughs! Family, family, family dance! Family, family, family dance! Family, family, family dance! Family, family, family dance!
I wanna go to school!
You don't get to go to school till we get at least 1 million views, Johnny! Play with the toy, Johnny!
Get us 1 million views.
What is this mess?
Clean it up.
You better cry on camera!
More money for us.
Family dance, make him cry! Family dance, till his tears are dry!
Gosh darn it, sweetie. Our subscribers are down.
Time to break an arm, I'll be the one to pound!
Great idea, sweetie. Johnny, come here.
Come here, boy, you got everything to fear!
Give me your arm, sweetie. We've got to get them views.
One man's fortune is another man's abuse!
Dear Internet, we're pregnant again.
That's 9 months of profit! Cha-ching! We win!
I looked through your texts. You're cheating on me.
Well, after all them kids, you got a loose place!
That's not true. It regenerates.
I don't even care! Your sister feels great!
injected myself too, oh Lord!
That's the worst thing Dr. Binns has ever seen.